Hello, this video will have spoilers for character design reveals and character design changes in the Owl House. It will also feature screenshot edits from scenes from Season 2. If you're not okay with those spoilers, please come back after finishing Season 2. On to the video. Hello again, it's me, Erin, and today you're going to watch me struggle. I really wanted to design a Sona for the Owl House, so I first started with compiling references. I made this reference sheet. It features Willow and Adalia for body type, Edric and Amira for the hair color and face shape, and Lilith for the overall look and aesthetic. I joked with friends before making this Sona that if I made one it would just look like a fat Lilith with Season 2 hair and glasses. As you'll see, I also took inspiration from an old Pokemon Sona I designed. After this, I moved on to start designing. I struggle with translating how I usually draw myself into the Owl House style. I tend to go heavy on the eyeshadow and do two-toned Kim Possible makeup style lips. But both aren't really things we see in the Owl House. You might also notice some slowdown in the drawing. That's because my computer was absolutely chugging trying to record this while it was charging. Have you ever seen a computer that runs slower when it's charging? It's wild. Anyway, at this point, I brought in the Pokemon Sona inspiration. I tried to incorporate the dress from the Pokemon Sona ref more, but the ruffles were just too much of a detail for an Owl House design. You don't really see anything that extravagant on like a background character in the Owl House, so I tried to remove just that extra feature, but I really like how it looked. I might make a version where it still has the ruffles just because of how much I enjoy how those ruffles look. Moving on to line art, I feel like I might have used too thick of lines for this reference. I didn't realize just how thin the lines were in the Owl House and that they are tapered. I, for some reason, thought that they weren't tapered lines. Like, I thought that they had 0 line weight. So something to keep in mind next time I work on a screenshot redraw. Getting to draw yourself in different art styles is one of my favorite things to do, which is why I make Sonas for pretty much everything that I get into. I find it a very fun practice, especially like a fun challenge to see if you can like replicate the style. And I think I did alright with this one. I do think that it's slightly off from the Owl House style. I feel like I could do better if I tried again. I might try to make a third outfit design and see how that goes. That'll probably be a mini speed paint on TikTok. But a couple years ago, I did a 20 style art challenge where I drew myself in 20 different art styles. And aside from my own, I did stuff like Ghibli, Splatoon, Sanrio, and all these others, and it was really fun, and I'm glad that I got to do that. It took a long time though. One of my favorites is actually the Total Drama Island art style that I did of myself. I'm not that big of a fan of Total Drama Island these days. I used to be when I was younger, but it really turned out well, and I hope that I get to do more in that style soon. I end up color picking from things like Edric and Amira's hair or Willow's skin tone, but I tried to incorporate them in ways that they didn't just seem like pieced together from each other. One thing that I'm still not sure about is the design on the waistband of the first dress. I think that it's cute, but I don't know if they would have that in there. I have to wonder if they would have like another band, like a ribbon, or stripes, or like a sash or something instead of that band. It's something that keeps bothering me, and I keep thinking about going back and fixing it, but I'm currently editing the videos, so I don't think I'm going to go back and change it right now. Reaching the end of the first drawing, and then we're going to move on to the second outfit. The second outfit was much harder. It was hard to come up with literally anything that would work because I'm so bad at coming up with outfits for my Sonas. that aren't just PJs or me wearing a cardigan, and I'm so sick of drawing me wearing a cardigan. I end up lifting a fair bit from Rain's design on accident. I say on accident, that's a lie. I just straight up looked at their design and decided to steal from it because I love it so much. As an aside, just talking about how much I like the Owl House. I love the Owl House. I recently read a fanfiction where Rain had to use a wheelchair and mobility devices soon after the end of the end and before the time skip, so that stuck with me and I can't not headcanon that. I just wanted to mention it because it's my favorite. This is where we really get into the second half of this ref sheet, and when I tell you my computer was struggling, she was struggling. She was lagging so hard, and you can even see it in the video where I'm just drawing a single line every couple of seconds, and it's going even slower in real time. This is sped up by 10 times, this one section, and others are sped up by 50, and they still look like they're in real time because of how slow my computer is running, and it drove me crazy. And we're truly getting into the struggle because I struggled with what I was wearing so much, it's crazy. I know I said it before, but I struggle so bad trying to design Sona's just because of the outfits, because I don't know what to draw myself in. Because I'll draw like one of my actual outfits and then I'll just look boring as hell, and it's just not worth drawing to begin with. So I tried to do a little Peter Pan collar moment and add back in the jewel from the chest. I know that it looks just like Ida's jewel, but they say in the show that jewels are popular with witches, and I just love the idea of having a jewel on the chest. Sue me, it matches the jewelry, so that's why I chose that color. I could have done like a green or a blue or something, but I just really wanted it to match the piercings, hence it basically being identical to Ida's. I also struggled a lot with the feet for some reason. Something about the feet in this style really got to me, and I end up redlining Odalia's feet and just copy pasting my redlining from that and drawing over it because I am not going to be bothered. I managed to escape drawing feet the first time, and normally I don't mind drawing feet because I love drawing shoes, but drawing it in this art style is like really difficult for me for some reason. Something about the perspective is just confusing to me. You can tell now with the skirt color where I just color picked from Rain's design, but I do end up changing that. I color shifted just to be a little bit more magenta, just because I think that flows a little bit better with the hair color on my character. I also basically just stole Rain's shoes. They're really freaking cute, so I just added ruffle socks to them because I think my character would wear those together. Now on to the palisman. So this palisman design is in honor of my cat who I lost a couple years ago now. And I'm going to name the palisman after her too. Her name is Mabel. And I tend to incorporate her into my designs when it comes to like cats. And I plan to get a tattoo of her name eventually. But I just figured that if I was going to have a palisman, it would be her. We're wrapping up the reference sheet and moving on to the first screenshot edit. As soon as this came up when I was looking up screenshots of the characters, I knew that I had to redraw my Sona onto this. And funnily enough, this is actually the first sketch I did of my Sona before I did the ref sheet. I just put it here so that way it would flow better with the rest of the speed paint. Lilith is just so good and is so relatable to me and has so many good poses. I just love her so much. Here I am painting in the background, and then this is where we catch up to the actual order of how things are supposed to be. I move the sketch to a new canvas, and I start trying to work on it there. As you can see, I start drawing a dress or a top that isn't like either of the ones on the ref sheet. Probably probably not the best thing to do considering I just made the ref sheet and I'm already going against it, but I've decided to make this intermediate top like how Lilith has the battery shirt in between the first outfit and then the third outfit. So this is my character's second outfit, maybe? But I liked it enough to draw it over where Lilith is wearing her third outfit, actually. I don't actually have much to say during this edit portion, so tell me what you thought about the Owl House finale, maybe? I really enjoyed it. I've heard some complaints, but I just had such a good time watching it that I don't really have any. My only complaint is at Disney for knocking the season down to 3 episodes, which is so stupid. But I had a great time watching it, and I had a great time crying over it and being emotional, and I'm still emotional, and I love harassing my friends with more and more theories and headcanons about the different characters post-finale. One of my favorite ones that I like to harass people with is that Aladarius is canon. It's canon to me, it's canon in my heart. I just love these bitter old men reconciling and making an extended family together, and then Amity and Hunter being step-siblings is so funny to me. Sometimes I worry that I come off shipping stuff like Aladarius way too much when we have stuff like Rada and Lumity, but the thing is that Lumity is perfect. There's nothing for me to say about it. I love it. It makes my heart sing. Rada is perfect. It makes my heart sing. It's my precious baby that I rock to sleep every night. I'm obsessed. I can never stop thinking about it, especially just their interactions. Rain, obsessed with Harpy Ida. Yes, give it to me. But Aladarius are my silly little meow meows, my good time boys, my silly little rabbits. How can I not talk about them? They are middle-aged men, and they both have kids and are both miserable people to be around. I love it. On to the next edit. This one was actually suggested by my bestie. Shout out to them. They are so smart and sexy, and recommended that I draw over this because it's perfect. It exemplifies my personality in a way that I cannot describe aside from showing you this image. So I went ahead and did it after I'd finished the other two, and I was just so excited to like finish it and then put something on the sign, and I struggled for so long. What do I put on the sign? What do I put on the sign? Do I make a chart? Do I make a chart like Lilith did? Do I have that energy? No, I did not. So I went and found some PNGs that you will see at the end because I want it to be a surprise. They made me laugh, so hopefully they'll make you laugh too. I saved it as a template so I can easily change out what image is on it, so I might make a couple more before I post this video and put them at the end. But anyway, this was just really fun. This was such a fun project, and I'm glad that I broke down and finally did it. I owe people art. I'm doing art trades right now, and I haven't finished them because I've just been drawing my Owl House Sona and editing this video and watching the Owl House and watching Owl House videos and being super mega autistic about it. But c'est la vie. They'll get their art. I am not a quitter. It's just gonna take an extra little while because I am hyperfixated right now and my brain is melted. We're reaching the end of the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and please comment down below and tell me what your favorite moment from the finale was. Tell me if you have an Owl House Sona. Tell me what they do. Tell me what coven they were forced into. Mine is a wild witch that was forced into the plant coven. Do I remember if it's called the plant coven or not? No. Am I going to look it up and re-record this? No. Anyway, thanks for watching.